Indonesian coking coals, this is something I've said before. If you asked me in 2000, there were none. Now we're talking a lot. It's a blind spot for most analysts. If you look in coking coal projections, they have almost nothing for Indonesia. But last year, it's very hard to get a number on it. So if we go to where are they? Pretty much everywhere there's coal. Remember that thing about rank changes very quickly over short distances? We can have lignite and coking coal next to it. My advice, anyone who has a calorific value over 6,500, test it for coking properties and you may be surprised. This was my Indonesia produces coking coal. How much? So this is according to the World Coal Organization. It says Indonesia produced 2 million tonnes in 2010. Okay, but if we look at other sources of data, we get 29.5 million tonnes. And if we look at Japanese imports, we even get a bigger number. So it's somewhere between 2 million and 29 million tonnes of metallurgical coal comes out of Indonesia. This was 2nd of August 2011. Indonesia now becomes the second biggest coking coal exporter. Yet it's a complete blind spot to most analysts. Any forward projections of coking coal almost exclude Indonesia, and it's only been really in the last 6 months that it's included anything. So, who's producing coking coal? Last year, 2012, Marundo was about 1 million. Kartika Salabumi, it comes and goes. Asmin Coal Indo Tuhub, that's the Borneo Lumbung group, 3.3 million tonnes. Bayan produces a little bit, but there's others. And the best estimate I can come up with is about 6 million tonnes by adding up the bits and pieces that we're aware of. So the real number's probably a bit bigger than that. And 2014, next year, looking at 7.5 million tonne plus. Growth there coming from MTU, which is Itochu, and from the other Itochu ones. But there's a heap promising and lots of in the early stages. The sleeper in it is this Murawai, and that's the BHP Adaro Indomet project. And there's lots and lots of different views on whether that will ever produce a tonne. But there's certainly a lot of coal there, and should someone want to start it up, there's an awful lot of coking coal come out of Indonesia. Now, to put it into context, though, world seaborne coking coal is 200 million tonnes. So it's a much smaller market. So the advent of 10 to 20 million tonnes of new production is significant.